For this week's project, I was to go to a place where I felt like I was a minority. So I thought it would be fitting for me to go to a small Asian market off of Good Hope Road in Milwaukee. Now, this is an interesting place because I've never really been to a market like this before, and I was just very surprised with the amount of stuff that they had there to sell. These things included clothes, magazines, toys, food, pretty much anything you can think of, and it was just very interesting about because this was just a crazy amount of stuff that was being sold, and I just thought it was a great place to go because I felt like I was definitely a minority here. I was one of probably 5 or 6 other people that were probably not Asian, and so that made me feel a little bit uncomfortable. But probably what made me feel the most uncomfortable was just walking in and seeing I was definitely a minority. I've never really just been introduced to that before, and what I did, I just kind of walked around and looked at all the small shops, said hi to a few people, and once I kind of got the tone of how they were going to be acting during this whole thing, I started to feel a little bit more comfortable. And as you can see here, there's just millions and millions of products being sold, and there's welcoming Asian people everywhere, just welcoming you and hoping you buy their stuff. So here we go. As I finished walking through this small Asian market in downtown Milwaukee, I realized there are a couple of multicultural education connections that I can make. For example, there were many different types of people that were walking through this Asian market. Like there were white people, there was obviously tons of Asian people, but there were just many different types of atmospheres that came into one place. And I believe that's very similar to multicultural education because you're going to see many different types of students in your classroom, whether it's race, age, gender, things like that. So just being able to adapt to all these different things is a huge connection that I made throughout the entire process of me walking through this Asian market. And that was one of the biggest connections that I could make. And the other thing was just, like I said, the amount of people that were there and the bunch of different activities that they had going on and all the different things that were being sold. I could just make a ton of connections to my classroom, and I'm really looking forward to doing that in the future. Thank you.